Was Plato's cave just a prequel to social media? Imagine a world where your entire reality is defined by shadows on a wall, where the only truth you know is a distorted reflection, manipulated by unseen forces. Sounds like a dystopian nightmare, doesn't it? Yet, over 2,400 years ago, the philosopher Plato painted this very picture in his famous Allegory of the Cave. He described prisoners chained in a cave, seeing only shadows cast by objects passing behind them, believing these shadows to be the ultimate reality. Today, in our hyper-connected digital age, we must ask a provocative question. Was Plato's cave just a prequel? A chillingly accurate prophecy of the world we inhabit through our screens? On Echoes of Olympus, we will delve into Plato's timeless allegory and draw startling parallels to the pervasive influence of social media. We'll explore how our digital feeds can become our modern cave, distorting our perception of truth, self, and connection. More importantly, we'll discuss how we can break free from these digital chains and step into the authentic light of reality. Prepare to question everything you think you see. Plato's Allegory of the Cave. A timeless warning. Let's briefly revisit Plato's profound allegory. Imagine a group of people who have lived their entire lives chained in a cave, facing a blank wall. Behind them, a fire burns, and between the fire and the prisoners, puppeteers hold up objects, casting shadows on the wall. These shadows are the only reality the prisoners have ever known. They discuss them, interpret them, and believe them to be the absolute truth. One day, a prisoner is freed. Initially, the light of the fire is painful, and the real objects seem less real than the shadows. But slowly, they are dragged out of the cave, into the blinding light of the sun. They see the true forms of things, trees, animals, people, not as shadows, but in their full, vibrant reality. This experience is disorienting, even painful, but ultimately liberating. The freed prisoner then feels compelled to return to the cave, to share this truth with their fellow prisoners, only to be met with disbelief, ridicule, and even hostility. Plato used this allegory to illustrate his theory of forms and the journey from ignorance to knowledge. The shadows represent the illusions of our senses. The fire represents the limited knowledge we gain from our immediate environment, and the world outside the cave represents the true forms, the ultimate reality, accessible only through philosophical contemplation and reason. It was a warning about mistaking appearance for reality and the difficulty of awakening those who are comfortable in their illusions. The digital cave, social media as our modern prison. Now let's fast forward to the 21st century. Could our smartphones be the chains? Could our social media feeds be the wall? And could the algorithms and influencers be the puppeteers, casting shadows that we mistake for reality? Consider the striking parallels. The chains. We are often metaphorically chained to our devices, constantly checking notifications, scrolling endlessly, unable to look away. This constant engagement limits our perspective, much like the physical chains in Plato's cave. The wall and the shadows. Our social media feeds are the walls of our modern cave. What we see there are not raw, unfiltered realities, but carefully curated, often heavily edited, and algorithmically selected shadows of life. We see perfect vacations, flawless faces, idealized relationships, and highlight reels of success. These are not the full, complex realities, but projections, the fire and the puppeteers. The algorithms behind social media platforms act as the fire, illuminating and amplifying certain content while obscuring others. They decide which shadows we see, often based on what will keep us engaged, what will confirm our existing biases, or what will generate revenue. And the influencers, the content creators, the brands, they are the puppeteers, meticulously crafting the objects, content, that cast these shadows, often with specific agendas in mind. The illusion of reality. Just like Plato's prisoners, we can become so immersed in these digital shadows that we mistake them for the complete truth. We compare our messy, unfiltered lives to the polished, archetypal performances we see online, leading to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and a distorted sense of what normal or successful truly looks like. The echo chamber. The algorithms often create echo chambers, showing us content that aligns with our existing beliefs, reinforcing our biases, and making it harder to encounter diverse perspectives. This is akin to the prisoners only ever seeing the same types of shadows, never being exposed to a broader reality. Escaping the digital cave, seeking the light of authenticity. The good news is, unlike Plato's prisoners, we have the power to break our own chains. The path out of the digital cave, though challenging, leads to a more authentic, fulfilling reality. It requires a conscious effort to seek the light of truth and direct experience. 1. Question the shadows. Develop a critical eye for what you consume online. Ask yourself, is this real? Is it the full story? What might be missing? Who benefits from me seeing this? Fact-check, cross-reference, and be skeptical of overly perfect or sensationalized content. 2. Seek diverse perspectives. Actively seek out voices and content that challenge your existing beliefs. Break free from your echo chamber. Engage in respectful dialogue with those who hold different views. This is how you begin to see beyond the limited shadows on your wall. 3. Disconnect to reconnect. Regularly step away from your devices. Schedule digital detoxes. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment in the real world. Hobbies, nature, face-to-face interactions. These moments allow your mind to recalibrate and your perception to sharpen. 4. Embrace imperfection and authenticity. Remember that the curated perfection online is often an illusion. Embrace your own authentic, imperfect self. Share your real experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs, not just the highlight reel. This fosters genuine connection and helps others feel less alone in their own caves. 5. Become the philosopher. Plato believed that the freed prisoner, the philosopher, had a duty to return to the cave and enlighten others. You too can be a guide. Share your insights, encourage critical thinking, and model authentic engagement. Help others see beyond the shadows. The unfiltered reality. Plato's Allegory of the Cave, far from being an outdated philosophical exercise, serves as a profound warning for our digital age. Social media, while offering incredible tools for connection and information, can also become a powerful modern cave, trapping us in a reality of shadows and curated illusions. But the choice is ours. We have the power to question, to seek, and to step out of the darkness. By consciously engaging with the world, by embracing authenticity, and by valuing genuine experience over digital performance, we can break free from the chains of the modern cave. We can choose to live in the unfiltered light of reality, where truth is vibrant, connections are real, and our perception is truly our own. If this video made you question your reality, please like, subscribe to the Echoes of Olympus channel for more deep dives into philosophy, mythology, and modern life, and share it with someone who needs to see the light. And remember, the most profound truth is rarely found on a screen.